Alright, my name is Eldis, and in this video, I'll show you how I can help you add 8 to 10 qualified sales meetings per month, completely done for you without relying on referrals, hiring SDR, or even spending money on ads, okay? So, again, if you're watching this video, you probably received a cold email from our agency, and, I was able to get your attention, so that's proof that it already works. But anyways, who is this for, okay? This is only for people or B2B companies that, one, have a client's lifetime value of at least $5,000 or higher. You are also a B2B service company looking to scale, okay? You have a proven sales process. Your sales team closing rate is at least 20%. It could be just you if you're the salesperson, the only salesperson. But you have to at least close to 20% on warm leads. You have at least 2 to 3 case studies that demonstrate results. And lastly, you are currently generating $20,000 to $30,000 in monthly revenue, or at least have funding to qualify, right? So this wouldn't work for you if you're B2C. If you don't have, client results, if you don't have a good offer, and also if you don't have any, if you can't close warm leads, okay? So I want to make sure that we are able to build a long-term partnership where I'm able to generate results for your business and at least generate a 10x ROI on our services. So what we will cover in this video, we will go over how I will set up an AI automated outbound system that's predictable and scalable, our tech stack, our process and how we can help you, results you can expect based on your offer and services, the setup and the costs. And then, so just a quick intro. My name is Eldis. I'm the founder of HyRev Lead, and we have discovered the main reasons why B2B companies struggle to scale past $20,000 to $30,000 per month. Number one is because they heavily rely on referrals, making their growth unpredictable and lackluster, okay? Referrals are great, but they are not predictable. Number two, they don't have the resources and time to launch effective outreach campaigns. If you're a one-man show, it's going to be tough to do all the outreach prospecting by yourself, especially at enough volume to generate predictable results, okay? Number three, struggle to fill up their calendar with qualified prospects and not tire kickers. So, when I was doing my content agency, it was definitely one of the biggest issues we would deal with. Just, not having qualified prospects that didn't have a budget to work with us. So I imagine any business that provides a service to another business offers, deals with tire kickers as well, okay? And lastly, having an empty sales pipeline, which is causing you to have unmet revenue goals, okay? So this is very important. When you have an empty sales pipeline, you tend to get desperate, and things just don't line up, okay? So we want to make sure we always keep those filled up. So how we help, okay? So we set a automated outbound system that's predictable and scalable, and the way we do it is by first having a sending infrastructure, okay? We'll send cold emails on your behalf at a very high volume, so we want to make sure that our infrastructure is set up properly so that we don't, risk domains getting banned, we don't risk getting landing on the spam folder, and we want to make sure that we show up for your brand in a way that doesn't ruin your reputation, which most people think that's what's going to happen when they start sending out cold emails, but that is not the case, okay? The reality is prospects get a bunch of cold emails every single day, and they more than likely won't remember you. If they remember you, probably be in a positive way. That's when they book a meeting, okay? So first thing when it comes to setting up the infrastructure is we have the main domain, which is your domain. So say xyzconsulting.com, that's your company main domain. That's the domain that you use, that you have your main inbox in, that you use to send emails to your clients or to your team, etc. And then what we are going to do is set up subdomains. So subdomains are a similar looking domain that is close to yours. For example, if it's XYZ Consulting, we do go XYZ Consulting, get XYZ Consulting, work with xyzconsulting.com. So we only use .com domains, okay? And we don't use any numbers, weird characters, or anything else. We want to make sure that it looks natural, it looks real, and it doesn't differentiate from your domain, okay, your primary domain. And those we'll get from 10 to 20 domains based on the volume that is required for you to get results. And in each domain, we'll set 1 to 2 inboxes, okay? And those inboxes, those will be the ones that we will have to use to send emails to prospects, okay? So then we'll set up the DNS records on each domain. We have to set up DMARC, SPF, DKIM records, just to make sure that they are actually credible, that they actually land on the primary inboxes, especially now with Google's new restrictions. We want to make sure we have those set up, okay? We will warm up those domains for at least 2 to 3 weeks, and that's how usually it takes for the domain to be properly warmed up. What that means is we put your domain, your inboxes in a warm-up pool where it starts sending and receiving emails in a large, email pool, and it builds that reputation of your domain, so that when we start actually sending it to prospects, email providers like Google, Outlook, they don't ban your domain because it's a brand new domain that's sending at a very high volume. Okay, we'll only send about 25 to 50 emails per inbox. Okay, discounting warm-up emails, and also we will go and create a CRM and campaign performance tracker. Okay, so this is going to be included in your deliverables. We want to make sure you have access on a daily basis to how the campaigns are doing. So then we will go ahead and build your ICP list. So we want to make sure that every single call is qualified, and that's one of the main benefits of cold email, is that we can really target the type of customer and company that you really want to work with. Okay, so we have an onboarding form that you fill out when you decide to work with us. That onboarding form is going to ask you questions about your ideal client profile. If you don't have one, we'll get on an onboarding call. If you're not fully clear about who your ideal client profile is, we'll get on an onboarding call to discover that. Okay. One of the best ways to find who your ideal client profile is looking at the prospects or companies that you already generated results with and have stuck with you for a long time. The people that you really enjoy working with. If you already have an idea who those are, we'll put it in a database, extract the main aspects of each business, and then find lookalike companies that fit that description, okay? But we also recommend you fully fill out the onboarding form because it's very detailed and it's going to give us a lot more ammunition to go ahead and create campaigns, okay? We'll build at least a list of 5,000 to 10,000 prospects per month. This also is based on how many leads you want, and also how much volume it takes for you to generate results, okay? Because every offer is totally different, especially if you don't have a lot of case studies, okay? So the campaign setup is very simple. We'll make sure that your offer is cold, email friendly, okay? If your business hasn't done a lot of cold outreach and you're used to getting inbound leads or referrals, the offer must change because it's a totally different way of generating leads. So you have to be able to frame the offer in a way that's cold friendly, and we'll go over that in our call. We will create a lead magnet and also some sell assets to strengthen your offer and your credibility. We'll test your offer with a minimum of 1,000 leads to see how the market reacts. We'll then go and A/B test at least 4 angles and different markets. We'll create a highly targeted campaign. So that will go, we call it the Dream 100 list. So we'll build a list of 100 to 500 highly targeted businesses and contacts. And then we'll also create a broad market campaign. So 2 campaigns, one that will be more broad and one that will be highly targeted, okay? Both of them have their benefits. So then after that, we'll create the email copy for you of a 4-step or 5-step sequence, as well as we'll set up follow-up sequences, lead re-engagement sequences for leads that don't book a call. They're interested and don't book a call. They are out of office. They book a call but don't show up, and also leads that never opened or replied to your email, okay? So, and then we have a pre-call sequence as well that we'll use to make sure that you're getting qualified, that the meetings, people actually show up to the meeting, which is very important, right? So we have found a way to increase booking rate by setting up reminders and sell assets, emails where they are getting more informed about your services and how your product actually helps them. So the last one is our rules to make sure that your emails don't land on the spam folder. So one, we don't add any emails, links to your emails. We don't track open rate. We spin text every sentence. We only use verified leads. We don't use any spam words or emails on our emails. So such as like free, guaranteed, sale. Those words are banned by email providers. Our campaigns will offer value up front. So that way, one, we don't ruin your brand's reputation. Number two, we don't get blocked by prospects. And number three, we are providing value up front, which that's when we activate the law of reciprocity, which if a prospect gets value from you, they will feel like they have to give you value back, okay? So, and then also the last thing that we use to make sure that your emails don't land on spam is we offer an option to unsubscribe, okay? So what that look like is, as a PSA, we put like a spin text of different ways of saying it. What that would say, hey, if you don't want to receive more emails from us, just reply, with X. So those things we make it playful so that prospects get a laugh. But other than that, those are the main rules to make sure that your emails don't land on the spam folder. Besides doing the DNS setup and whatnot. Okay. So what results can you expect? Okay, this is the most important part. Number one, you gotta understand your offer. We have 2 types of offer, and it's a spectrum. So your offer might land somewhere on that area, on the spectrum. So on one end, we have demand generation offer, and then on the other end, we have demand capture offer. We can absolutely turn a demand capture offer into a demand generation offer, but again, it's different. It's based on how we frame your offer. So on demand generation offer, that's going to be a type of offer where you offer a tangible results. It's more direct response based. You offer a guaranteed, and it's a lot easier to convert people into leads. Okay. Normally, when we have a demand generation offer, we tend to see at least 1 booked call per 1,000 emails we send. On the other end, we have demand capture offer. Think about insurance. Think about video production. These are offers that, for example, your prospect is only going to be interested if they're already looking for that solution, okay? So most people are not looking for a solution at the moment. So you probably have to, that's when if you're willing to, we'll make sure that your offer is falling more in the middle. Okay, it doesn't have to be completely demand generation, but based on that, you can expect different results. So if we have a demand generation offer, that means that we don't need as much volume to generate results for you. If you have a demand capture offer, that's when we definitely need to increase the volume, broaden the market, and so that we can capture more leads for you. Okay. So as a rule of thumb, demand capture offers will require more outreach, like I said, and you know, so some things that can help you, even if you have a demand capture offer, some things that can really help you strengthen your offer are three things: offering tangible results, maybe a guarantee. Okay, every business offers a guarantee. If you think about your business, right? If you have a terrible client and they have a terrible experience with you, and they ask for a refund, wouldn't you give them a refund? You know, I hope you would, because I would. Okay, so that's an inherent guarantee, and you might as well use it for your marketing. Many of the misconceptions is that, oh, that will attract people that are only looking to use the guaranteed, and it's a false belief. It's not true. In my time doing this, I've only had one person request that guarantee, but the amount of leads that we generated and the revenue, the extra revenue that we generated, was way higher than it could have been if we didn't offer the guarantee. Okay, because when it comes to cold email, you have to understand that prospects don't necessarily trust you yet, because they don't know you yet. Okay, so you have to build trust, and a guarantee is a way to build trust. And case studies are the most important thing. If you have great case studies to generate results for your clients, there's no way that they don't trust you. They already know you generate results. Now it's a matter of your offer actually solving a problem for them. What metrics do we track? Okay, so we don't track open rate. We only track our email to lead ratio. Okay, how many emails it takes to generate a lead. A lead is an engaged prospect that's interested in your services, whether they're interested in a call or in a sales asset. Okay. Number two, we have positive reply rate. Okay, that's one of the most important metrics. The reason why is because that's when you know if your market is resonating with your offer or not. Okay, we tend to look at least a 10% of positive reply rate. On average across the board. In some services get a higher percentage of positive reply rate. Some others get a lower percentage based on the type of service that they offer, type of offer, and type of problem that they solve with their service. And obviously show up rate. That's one of the most important metrics, because we want to make sure that the leads that we're generating for you are qualifying and actually show up to your calls. Last one is email to meeting booking ratio. Okay, email to meeting booked ratio. So if are generating leads for you, we want to make sure that these leads are booking meetings. Okay, so that way we can reverse engineer how much volume we need to send to be able to book you as many meetings as you can possibly handle. Okay, so these are timeline when we work with you. Number one, you sign up. So this is our timeline. Okay, week one, we get your onboarding form filled out. If we need to do an onboarding call based on the form that you submitted, or if you have no real idea of who your ICP is, we then research your ICP and generate a prospect list of 1,000 people. Okay, this is going to be our test campaign. We'll launch it in 2 weeks. Okay, we'll send you the campaign for you to approve, set up the testing domains and inboxes. We create the test campaign to test like the different offer and angles at a very small scale to see how the market responds again. We send it for you we send it to you for approval again. Okay, so we send the list and also the copy, just so that you understand, so that we are not framing your brand in a way that you don't like. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're both aligned on that way. We then acquire and set up 10 subdomains and add 2 inboxes per domain and warm them up for 2 weeks. These 10 domains are going to be the primary campaign. Okay, over time we will be testing and iterating, increasing volume. When we find a winning campaign, that's the one we scale. So in the beginning it takes a lot of testing. So week 2, we analyze the campaign results on the weekly basis. We'll send daily campaign analysis. You also get access to your own client portal, which will have access to how the campaigns are performing on a daily basis. So that's going to be great for you to see on a daily basis. You also get notifications on Slack and emails of replies. That way we can generate leads for you fast, and you can book meetings and talk to people that are qualified. Okay, one of the things that we found is that the fastest you book a meeting with a client, the longer we wait. For example, if you book a meeting today and you talk to them in 2 days, it's a lot better than if you book a meeting for 2 weeks ahead later. Okay, so very important. And then on week 3, we launched the broad and the highly targeted campaign. Like I said, Dream 100 campaign, which the Dream 100 campaign is going to be highly targeted, multi-channel approach, where we will be reaching out to companies that you really love working with. You really think that that those are your dream clients. Okay, so what are the deliverables? Okay, deliverables are: number 1, 10 subdomains. Okay, 20 inboxes total, daily campaign reporting, weekly Loom video campaign reporting. So I will go over on a weekly basis how the campaign is performing, what changes we're making, and what we can expect on the next week or couple weeks. In detail, monthly one-to-one call to review campaigns, call booked, and if we have to make any changes and next steps. We'll do a monthly lead list based on your needs. So if you need more volume, we'll increase the amount of leads. So that's when price changes based on that. We'll have a Slack channel with automations for communication with me and our team. So in that channel, you will get all the books, the meetings booked. You will get daily reminders. You will get campaign reporting on a daily basis and weekly basis as well. We'll set up a pre-call sequence so that the people actually show up to the calls. We'll set up re-engagement campaign for the leads that don't book a meeting or are interested but they don't show up to the meeting. We'll have an inbox manager for you to reply as soon as possible to increase the amount of leads that you get. Custom client portal. And then at least 5 qualified booked calls after 30 days of launching our main campaigns. Okay, so if you think that we can help you, just book a call below. We'll help you. Like I said, we'll book you at least 8 to 10 qualified meetings per month with your ideal client. Okay, so again, I would love to work with you. Make sure if you have any questions, just book a call below and we will go over everything with you to see if we can help you.